Okay, so now we are going to start with our third Google logo animation. Let's create a new composition. We are going to call it as main animation. Width is 1920, height is 180, frame rate is 30, and duration is also 30 seconds long, and background color is white color, and simply hit OK. Then we will go to choose grid and guide option, and we will simply hit on title section. Now over here, first of all, we will go inside this Google logo. Simply double click, select all of these layers and hit Ctrl C. Go to the main animation and hit Ctrl V. Right click new and create one null object. Select all of them and make it apparent with this null. Now select this null, press S for scaling option and scale it like this. Okay. Press P for position and simply bring this over here. Okay, like this, and then we will delete this null object. Now simply select all of them, and if you want, then you can move this over here a little bit with the help of arrow keys like this, and press P for position. Right click and choose separate dimensions for each and every one. Okay, so we are done with this. Now I'm gonna go inside this ellipse, and let's delete this fill, we don't need that. And we are going to choose stroke, and for the stroke color, choose any color for now, and by holding shift I'm going to create one ellipse. Now select this ellipse, press Ctrl Alt Home to align that anchor point to the center, and go to the align tab and choose align it vertically. Okay, then press S and increase the scales a little bit. Press P for position and try to move this position over here, and increase the stroke width somewhere around like this. Then go inside this add menu, and we are going to choose trim path. Go to the trim path and let's make this 50 like this, and increase the offset up to 90, somewhere around like this. Go to the stroke one, go to the line cap and choose round cap like this. Okay, this is for one. Then I'm going to select the shape layer, and over here choose color, this blue color, just for now. Okay, now select the shape layer, go to the trim path over here. Let's minimize all of this stuff extra and choose trim path, and create one keyframe at end. Zoom in a little bit, go to around 1 second and create another keyframe. Go to the start and let's make this value 0. So if you see, now we will get something like this, but this is not how we want. So what we can do, if I increase this value over here, as you guys can see, its animation start from here. So we will do that way. So I'll delete this keyframes. I'll keyframe one at the start and over here, and initially let's make this value 50. Now select those keyframes and hit F9. So if you see, we will get something like this. But along with that, I'll go to the stroke. I'll create one keyframe at stroke width. Over here, I'll create another keyframe, and initially let's make this stroke width 0. Then select those keyframes and hit F9. So if you see, we will get something like this. Then select those keyframes, go to the graph editor, select this. By holding shift, move one handle over here and move one handle over here. So if you see, we will get something like this. Then after that, what we are going to do, let's select our ellipse, and this time I'm going to delete this stroke, we don't need that, and I'm going to choose this blue color for this and hit OK, and by holding shift I'm going to create one ellipse. Now select this, press Ctrl Alt Home, and let's move this over here like this. Select this and move this ellipse over here. Now let's select the shape layer, and if you see over here, press Ctrl Alt Home, but if you hit Ctrl Alt Home, what will happen, that this anchor point is going to come over here. So I don't need that, so I'll hit Ctrl Z. My anchor point is properly at the center over here, so we have to keep it over there also. Let's move this over here, and now if you see, my anchor point is over here. I'll hit Ctrl R to bring my ruler, and I'll bring one ruler over here, and then I'll bring one line over here just to add one null object at this point. So let's select this, and now I'm gonna go and right click new, and I'm going to create one null object. I'll simply move this null object over here properly over here like this by holding shift, and then I'm going to select the shape layer, which is this ellipse, and I'll make it apparent with this null. So what will happen, if I select this null and if I hit R, I can create this kind of rotation which looks like it's sliding over here. Okay, so we'll do that later. So first animation is this, And then at this point I'm going to select the shape layer and this null object, and with the help of open square bracket I'll move them over here. Then select the shape layer, press P for position, create one keyframe, go somewhere around over here, create another keyframe, go to the start, select the shape layer, let's make this fit, and we will bring this by holding shift. I'll bring this over here. So if you see, it look like it's coming from up. Now select those keyframes and hit F9 and go to the graph editor, select this graph, by holding shift move one handle over here and move one handle over here. So if you see, we will get something like this. Let's go to the graph editor again, zoom in a little bit, select this, and let's move this over here, and then select this rotation null